All right, I've come on a few minutes early just to test out to see if this is working. So if anyone can post to let me know that you're here. All right, I see that Lee Desta is on the call. Victoria, hello. Wilma, hi. Claudia. Okay, good, it's working. It's like, oh my goodness. This is my first live video, so you all are going to have to send me lots of love. Hello, Amber, Angie. It's a bit odd to, excuse me, let's see here, I work this. Ah, Katie. Hi, Katie. Maggie. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Victoria. Thanks, Lee. Julie's on the call too. Elizabeth. Hello, Elizabeth. And Joe. Awesome. I'm going to try to get a little more comfortable here. Thank you, Wilma. Thanks, Claudia. Hi, Susan and Mom. So we had a last minute little panic. I was supposed to do the live call on another computer. We couldn't get the camera to work. And so then it was, I was rapidly trying to find my tripod for my iPhone to work with that. Then we just had an open house, so I've hidden the tripod for myself. So we found another computer that works. All the little technical details. Hi, Pam. Thanks for joining. So the plan for this call is I'm hoping to keep it around 30 minutes. Of course, for those who know me, I can chronically run over, but my intention is to do this call talk for about 10 minutes and then do a 20-minute meditation. And it's also odd that you all can see me and I can't see you. So it's a good thing I have a great imagination. Hi, Karen. Hi, Barbara. Hello, Ellie. Good morning to you too, Karen. All right, so it's 11 o'clock. I'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how the blue light movement came about. So for those who do not know of the work that I have done for 25 years, my name is Nancy, and I am a clairvoyant, meaning that I can see energy fields and I can see the spirit world at the same time I see the physical world. And even though I am a registered nurse, in the year 2000, I quit my full-time nursing job and began working with energy fields. And my passion was to help individuals realize the importance and value of maintaining a healthy energy field. And I still do that through our courses and teaching meditation. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. If you want to read anything more, you can go through our website at intuitivemind.org. And then in the year, I'm trying to think, 2014, I used to live in South Africa, visited South Africa quite often, and I went through initiation ceremony to become a Sangoma, traditional medicine woman in South Africa. And so that is the cloth that I'm wearing today. It was, I can't even remember, we're in 2019 now, so in 2017, I was in a meditation in my meditation room, and suddenly the room filled up with these very tall, very blue illuminated beings. And it was quite a, kind of startled me because it wasn't the normal spiritual guides that I'm used to feeling around me. And they came through with a message, and the only message they said was that you must go to China in search of the blue light, or to find the blue light. And so I could feel the importance of it. I could feel the truth of it. I was a little confused because I had not ever heard of this blue light. So that's kind of what started this whole journey. I talked to a few people, and before I knew it, a trip to China was arranged. And in September of 2017, myself and 5 others went to China, and knew that as soon as I got to China, I would be directed to the right place to go. So it's a little bit of a story, and you can read more about that on the intuitivemind.org page, clicking on blog, looking up under the blue light story. So that'll give you a little bit more information. What I discovered was when we went to the city of Xi'an, that's where the terracotta warriors are, and it's spelled Xian, if anybody wants to go look it up. We visited the Famen Temple, and the Famen Temple is about 2 hours outside of Xi'an. And it was during that time at the Famen Temple, which is a Buddhist temple, that we were able to go in and visit the ancient relic of the Buddha's index finger. And at that time, I went to sit on a meditation cushion, actually kind of kneel down on a meditation cushion, and they had quite a few of them because thousands of people visit this temple. But as soon as I kneeled down on it, suddenly this blue beam of light came down through me, and it was almost like a whole shock. It almost kind of, in some ways, felt like a lightning bolt, but I was kind of thrown into this vision, or this vision suddenly rose to the surface of my mind's eye. And in that vision, words came with the vision. And it was that there would be a large beam of blue celestial light that would be coming down to the earth in the area of Xi'an, China, at the Famen Temple. And then that light would come down, and I was just shown this vision of this light just kind of rolling through the earth. It would be expanding through the earth, and that would happen in November of 2019. So we're already in 2019 now at this point. What is that blue light supposed to do for us? So what I was told was that this particularly kind of a lapis blue, very celestial blue light, that when we meditate with it, it really cuts through the mental energy. It cuts through that energy that causes our minds to be super busy and in overdrive analysis. It cuts through ego things such as fear, not thinking that you're good enough, insecurities, doubts, if you're in judgment, you don't feel very good about yourself, or whatever those ego things are. Most of the time we think of ego in the form of kind of being, oh, that person's really egotistical, but ego is anything that interferes with you being your truest, most authentic self. And if we think of it in terms like that, we could really literally make a list of all the ways in which we block ourselves from just being who we are and who we came to be. So this blue light is coming to the earth to assist us here on this earth. Now, I want to follow this up to be very clear that what I'm telling you can be defined as programming, meaning that I'm telling you a truth that I believe, and that I believe you should believe that as well. And that is not true. I want you to have your own information. You can listen to this information. You can define if it's a truth for you, and if it's not, let it go, and that's totally okay too. So that's my little release form that I'm giving you, because it's really important that you have your own spiritual information that's true for you, not what anybody else says. All right, so now that I've said that, so this blue light is to come down to the earth to help us rapidly cut through what blocks us from living our truth, to help us more spiritually expand and awaken. So I was told that millions of people, when this comes through, this first surge, so I'll get into that in just a minute, when this first surge comes through, just helps us get to our truest self. Now, I've heard a couple of people express fear about, what is this going to do to my life? Is it going to turn my life upside down? But in actuality, probably most people won't feel it at all. I would imagine that only those who are quite sensitive to that type of energy changes will notice it. For other people, if they're meant to have a dramatic change in their life, they will have a dramatic change. But I suspect that, again, like I said, for most of us, it may just be another day for us, but that we start feeling ourselves shed what is not in alignment with our highest good. That's kind of what I'm hoping the result will be. Since then, what I have learned is that I didn't know this at the time, but in Xi'an, there are pyramids. I didn't know this while I was in China. I didn't know it at all. It was after the vision that I came home and started doing research. So I found out that there were pyramids in Xi'an, and that the pyramids were the exact kind of layout as the pyramids in Egypt. I also found that there were pyramids just outside of Mexico City that are also in the same exact alignment as the pyramids in Xi'an, China, and in Giza and Cairo, Egypt. So then that kind of led me to do a little bit more research, finding out that it was in alignment with the star constellation of Orion's belt, in alignment with the brightest star of Orion's belt, Sirius. And so in the, I put a post for the Blue Light Movement page about what it talks about Orion's belt. And it says here that the great builders of the pyramids replicated Orion's belt in the sands of Egypt. Orion is associated with the god of Osiris, and Sirius associated with the goddess Isis. They have come together to help human civilization. So this is thousands of years ago that was recorded in Egypt. So what I've been told now is that the blue light movement, or the blue light celestial light, will come down to Earth first in Xi'an, China in 2019, and then it's going to come down in Mexico in 2021. There's supposed to be another shift in 2023, and then another major shift in 2025. So it's interesting that it's every odd year. I don't have the dates for the other years, but I'm really asking all of you to meditate on it and help join together with me to create a vision of what's going to be happening between now and 2025. So that's about it about the blue light story for now. I just wanted to talk about the cloth that I'm wearing. So in South Africa, there are some ancestral beings that the Sangomas talk about that are called the Abalozi. The Abalozi are known as the star beings, and they do come in the color of the blue light. That's how they are known. I found this out after I had been to China and I had returned to South Africa, and it was actually during a ceremony I was given this blue cloth that represented the Abelosi beings were coming into my life and coming down to the earth, and that I was being guided to talk about this more. So yeah, so that's about it. Are you all ready to, if you can just let me know, by clicking like, that you are ready for me to begin the blue light meditation, and we'll get started. So I want to make sure that, okay, good, that I can see that you can hear what I'm saying. Thank you. Okay, wonderful. So I will ask that you all hopefully are in a comfortable place. And go ahead and close your eyes and turn within. And just take 3 nice deep breaths as you breathe in. Just breathe in really fresh, expanding energy. And as you exhale, just release any old, outdated energy or stress. Go ahead and take another deep breath in. Nice, fresh, expansive, loving, crystal clear, truth energy. And exhale out any doubts, self-doubts. And then one more big deep breath in. That really crystal clear, expansive energy that allows more of your soul to come down into your body. And exhale any insecurities, nervousness, anxieties. And just be right here in this moment, in this present moment. Remind yourself of how old you are right now. And remind yourself that today is May 14th, the year 2019. Asking that any energy that you may have in the past or the future come right now into this moment. Okay, wonderful. I'm starting to feel you all get calmer. And so now just kind of say hello to your body and say hello to your spirit. And let your body and your spirit know that you're going to do a meditation with the blue light energy. Now, the first thing that I always like to do is to have everyone ground their energy field to the center of the earth. So for those of you who practice grounding on a regular basis, go ahead and use whatever form works for you. And for the others who are not used to practicing grounding, you can just imagine this ancient tree with a very strong, stable trunk and huge, large roots that you're extending deeper and deeper and deeper to the core of the earth and really anchor those roots there. I'm watching everyone as they are grounding, and I'm just offering a little assistance to those who feel they might be struggling a bit. There's no test here. Just set your intention to ground and be rooted strongly into the earth. And your spirit then will hear your intention and assist you in your grounding. I'm just going to imagine that you all are in a circle and that we are meditating together. There's one person standing in the background. I'm just going to please welcome you to the circle. Everyone is welcome here. Just to move up to the circle. That will help the energy flow smoothly. Beautiful. Thank you. All right, so let's tap into an ancient vein of Lapis blue energy that's deep in the earth, that's held in the arms of Mother Earth. Just tap into that vein, just setting your intention, and begin drawing that Lapis blue energy right up through all the layers of the earth, and allow it to start flowing to the bottom of your feet. It can be like a blue celestial light. It can be thick like clay, blue clay, or blue sand, or blue soil, or blue water. Just set your intention to allow this blue earth energy to begin flowing up through your feet and your ankles, up through your lower legs and your knees, your thighs. And if it feels a bit heavy or thick or intense, just thin it out a little bit. You can imagine thinning it with some water or thinning it with light. Right, bring it right on up through the hips and let that blue earth energy just flow right into your pelvis. You can see it's getting a little stuck in the left hip, but don't worry about that. It will eventually shift with the power of the group. And then allow that blue earth energy to just fill up the pelvis and then tip right over like a waterfall of blue, going right back down to the center of the earth. So it's going to come up the legs, through the pelvis, back down to the center of the earth, creating this link with Mother Earth and the blue light. All right, let's now shift our intention and attention to the spiritual area above our head where we connect with the God of our heart and invite that celestial blue lapis colored light, which is a darker blue vibrational frequency. It's like this beam of light's going to come down from the stars through the top of your head and allow it to begin trickling down through the top of your head, the back of your head, back of your neck. And as it flows through your body and your aura, it disintegrates ego. It disintegrates fear. It disintegrates insecurities, self-doubts, not good enough, playing small. You don't even have to think about it. You just allow this blue light to do what it already knows how to do. And that's to center you in your truest form. All right, let it flow right on down through your shoulders, down through your back, your upper back, where your shoulder blades are, down past, through and past your diaphragm and your mid-back, if it feels too intense, just set your intention that it be a lighter flow. Flowing all the way down to the tailbone area, the coccyx area. Let it flow right into the back of your root chakra so that that celestial cosmic light can blend with the earth energy in your pelvis. Imagine those two energies, the blue earth and blue celestial light, blending and mixing together, dissolving any blocked energy in your pelvis. Beautiful. Now invite, intend, and allow that mixture to come up the front of your body. Traveling up to your second chakra that's located below the navel area. As it shifts, moves, dissolves, blocked energy and helps those chakras to expand into your truth. Moving up above the navel into the solar plexus. This is the area where your soul illuminates through all aspects of your life. Saturate your diaphragm with this blue light. We don't often breathe very deeply, so our diaphragm can get quite contracted. You just allow the blue light to expand your diaphragm as it moves into your heart chakra in the chest. Ooh, there's a lot of blue beings that are beginning to gather around our group. They're quite tall. They're about 10 to 12 feet tall. They're really loving this. So on that love note, let's go ahead and expand our heart chakra with this blue celestial light. Now allowing it to move up to the shoulders, spreading across the shoulders, down your arms, into your elbows, your wrist, and allow that blue to flow right out your hand chakras. Clearing out any tension in your arms that might block you from grabbing a hold of the life that you truly desire to live and were meant to live. All right, now allow it to flow right up into your throat area. This is where the fifth chakra is located, which is all about communication. It's where your inner voice is located so that your body, your human self, can communicate to your spirit, and your soul self can communicate to your human self. Allow this blue light to expand the truth of your voice here. Well, we are up to about 60 of these blue celestial beings gathering around our group. All right, allow that blue light now to flow up through your jaw area, through your teeth, through your ears, the base of your skull and the back, where your genetic information from your ancestors are located. Many indigenous people, many of our ancestors believe they came from the stars. Are you one of those beings? Did your ancestors come from the stars? Right on up through your cheekbones, your eyes, up through your sinuses, all the way into your sixth chakra, which is the clear seeing chakra. The sixth chakra, when it is crystal clear, sees truth. Allow this blue light to dissolve anything that blocks you from seeing the truth of who you are and seeing the truth of others, their true soul light. letting it expand your forehead area where your third eye illuminates the path before you. Clearing out the back of your head. Are there any blocks back there? And then moving all the way up through the top of your head, pouring the celestial blue light into your spiritual chakra. And then just like a fountain, infusing your aura 360 degrees all the way around your body, washing your outer aura, cleansing it of any blocked energy so that it can flush right down the grounding below your feet. And now we are up to about 300 of these celestial beings that have gathered. So take a moment to allow them to express their gratitude. They're already expressing the gratitude, but take a moment to receive their gratitude of your willingness to work with the blue light in preparation for November 2019. All right, beautiful. Thank your body for its willingness to show up for the meditation. Thank your spirit for also assisting during the meditation. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes. And allow yourself to move back out of the meditation circle so that you can have your own individual space again. And we are at about 35 minutes. And so for anyone that needs to leave, you can go ahead and do that. And I will remain here for about another 10 minutes to take any questions. If you'll just type in your question, I'll try and answer it to the best of my ability. You're welcome, Wilma. You're welcome, Maria. Any questions? You're welcome, Linda and Callie. Thank you all so much for being on the call, helping me launch my first live Facebook meditation. So one of the questions is from Donna Boost, who wanted to know if, do we have a blue light celestial guide? I am not quite sure about that, actually. I know that as I was watching you all meditate, blue beings were being attracted to the light that we were creating together as a group, and they began showing up to support us and to celebrate us and to send a tremendous amount of gratitude. So not quite sure, I imagine you'd have to go into meditation and ask that question. You're welcome, Amber. Tiffany, yes, I think maybe I'll have to go shopping and get some blue clothes. Callie's wanting to know, how did it feel for me to meditate live with the group? I was actually quite surprised that I could, Callie, thanks for that question. I was actually quite surprised that I could see the group. And like I said, there was one person kind of standing in the back, and I watched them move forward and join the group. Once we began doing the breathing, because I could feel the nervousness, which I was kind of laughing because it wasn't my nervousness. And I'm like, hey, I'm the one doing this. I should be nervous, not you. But the nerves can come up when our physical body is beginning to shift out some of this old energy, and it can feel like nervousness. So even as you all began to take the deep breaths, I could actually feel the group releasing tension. And then with every step of the way, I could feel when some people, when it was maybe feeling a bit intense, and then I could feel it settle. Becca, you could feel the blue beams as well. Wonderful. Maria, you said you missed the beginning and it didn't refresh. Can I re-listen again later? I am hoping. I don't know, but apparently it will stay on this page so that anyone later on can listen to it. And I think we're going to try to figure out a way that we can actually save it onto Vimeo, which is our video program. Wow. Wonderful, Phyllis. Wow. Yeah, I imagine that blue light would cool down a fever. Anita, you're very welcome. Great, Amber. Wonderful, Suzanne. You were on the call. I'm glad you enjoyed the meditation. Orlia, oh, it's wonderful that you're on the call. Thank you for being there. Louise, hi, all the way from South Africa. Thanks for being on the call. Thank you, Claudia. Don't worry, Brenda, that I'm pretty sure this live feed will remain here. At least that's what we're hoping. So once I get off, then Kathy and Yvonne will help me to save it. So Maggie McGlynn, hi Donna, you're on the call too. Maggie McGlynn is saying that she could hear feedback when I was speaking. Did anyone else hear any kind of reverberation or feedback when I was speaking? I may need to get a microphone for this computer next time, or maybe it was celestial light. So Maggie Karen said she also heard it. So when I replay it, I think that will help me to see here. Suzanne, your question was that it stated it would be in China this year, Mexico in 2021. Do they ever align during the other odd years? Actually, it's a great question, Suzanne, and I don't know the answer to that. I've not ever explored that before, and just my nature, I'm not, I'm not kind of an alien interested. I get kind of curious, will watch the shows, be entertained by them, but most of the work that I do is very grounded here on Earth and about assisting others to awaken to their divine self here on Earth. So when this blue light information started coming in, I thought, oh, no. I don't know about this star beings, celestial light beings. So all this is pretty new to me as well in the past couple of years. So I think if I were to make a call to action, I would really ask that you all join together with me and meditate on these types of questions and begin a dialogue on this page. The other thing is that Yvonne and I did make a trip to Mexico in February and found that the large pyramid there, the capstone, had been destroyed back in the 1920s. So there's definitely going to be some energetic work that I hope that you all will join me in helping to repair that to get it ready for 2021. But I will always share the information that I get, and I hope that you will all as well meditate on it, and any information is welcome to help get the word out and help us understand this more. Wilma said she heard water running. Kathy didn't hear any feedback. Hi, Rebecca Fountain. Wow, Desta also heard running water. Interesting. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Kathy McQueenie. Hi, Angie Picardo heard drumming. More water. So that's fascinating. All right. So if there are no other questions, I will go ahead and end this call, and we will definitely do this again. And keep that blue light movement happening. So please share this page with others that you feel might be interested, and you can continue to ask questions on the page, and I will get back with as many people as I can and try to answer them as best I can. All right, everyone, thanks for taking time out of your day to join us on the call.